Hi everybody, it's Lynn with Crafting Break, and I was going to start with my, with my face talking to you, but then I can't figure out how to turn the camera back, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But this is the first card we're going to make today. It's from a suite called Latte Love, and you're not going to find this in a catalog. It is actually it's an online exclusive, and so these are the stamps. And then, of course, like a few bundles at Stampin' Up, they have some great dies. And today, with the card we're making, I'm only going to use this one die because it cuts out cute little coffee cups that come with the Designer Series paper, or the DSP. So this is the sample, which is a little bit different than the card I showed, because I actually used it this weekend for a gift card for a friend. But this is a card I made with the stamp set without having the DSP and the dies, because I wanted to show that you can just make the simple card with just the stamp set. You don't have to have the dies or the paper. Well, in this one we do have the paper, but you don't have the dies all the time. So if you liked this one, and this is part of, you place that, like I said, in the email or in the video description when I post this. If you place an order on my online store, which I'll post the link as well, $40 or more, you can buy anything you want. I will send you the parts and pieces to make all of the cards I'm doing the videos on today. And what I mean by that is I'll cut the card base for you. I'll cut the strips of paper here. I will provide you a coffee cup, and you can fussy cut this with scissors as well. You don't have to have the dies. And then you can make the card however you want with stamp sets you already own. You can get the Latte Love from the Stampin' Up website if you love coffee stamp sets. So just, some options there. So let's get started on this one. I'm going to start by just placing these strips of paper down just at this point to get placement, because I don't want to glue it down yet, because if I happen to make a mistake when stamping, I want to be able to flip it over and try again. So in this one, because my coffee cup, the rims, your coffee cup might not be this color. This is Calypso Coral, this peachy coral color. Not all the coffee cups are this color. I think the one I had in my sample that I took a picture of was in Lost Lagoon. So because of that, I'm switching up my colors a little bit. I had used Calypso Coral ink here. This time I'm going to use Lost Lagoon because I want to bring in some different color. I don't want it all to be Calypso Coral. And so I think on the supply list or the material list, I mentioned Lost Lagoon as well. So let's start with stamping Hello There. And this is a photopolymer set. And what's nice about that is you can see through. And so I'm going to hopefully not get my head into the camera, but this is kind of new for me to stamp with a camera in my way. So let's stamp Hello There. Okay. And I'm going to figure out where I want my coffee cup. So I'm just going to leave that right there for now as placement. And then this tiny little stamp that says this one's on me, I'm going to take that one about right here. Okay. And we're done with that one for now. Now I want to use the stamp that looks like coffee splatter. And I'm going to use pecan or pecan, however you say it. I say pecan, I probably say it wrong. I'm going to use that color for the splatter. And I'm going to do what's called second generation stamping. So first generation is if you stamp in the ink and you put it down on your paper. That's first generation. I don't want my splatter to be that dark. So I'm going to stamp it off, and now I'm going to put it right here. And that's called second generation. So it's not as dark, because I just want it a little bit. I didn't want it too dark. Your choice. If you want a darker coffee splatter, you can do first generation stamping. Okay, that takes care of that one. Now I'm comfortable with that. I don't need to flip it over and get a second shot, so I'm going to start gluing these strips of DSP down. So I'll start with this one, and hopefully there's enough glue in here. I use glue. There's lots of other ways to adhere your projects together, but I am notorious for never putting anything down straight. So I need what I call wiggle room because I need to move it. If I used the seal or any kind of double-sided tape, my cards would all be crooked, no doubt. So, although then you would know it was a handmade card by me. And I'm gonna overlap this one just a little bit, not put it side by side, but just a slight overlap. Okay, and there we have that. Now with this coffee cup, I want to pop it up, so I'm going to use some dimensionals to give it some height. I don't know how many. Let's just see. I like to use I'll use 4. You don't want it collapsing anywhere. These are always fun to take off sometimes, especially when you have no nails. Okay, I'm going to put that just like that. Now I'm going to take the card base. Now my card base will open this way, but the ones I send to you will actually open this way. I do it this way because I like it to stand for photos, but it's just easier to take the pictures that way. So let's stamp on the inside, "You're the best part of my day." So the card will say, "Hello there, let's catch up. This one's on me. You're the best part of my day." And I think I will use Calypso Coral on the inside to be a little different. I mean, I used that on the other card, but let's make it different from the front. Add some more color. And there we go. All right, that one's done. And I did add some coffee splatter at the bottom of the inside part of the card as well. So I'll go ahead and add that. And I did second generation there as well. I've got something on that paper, so you know what? There we go, covered up with a coffee splatter. You'll never see it. Okay, now we can add the card front. And I actually, and this is rare for me to do this, I never do color on color, but on this one I did. And so I'm going to use dimensionals to lift the entire card front up, just to kind of separate it a little bit. And of course, I'm going to use a ton of dimensionals. I don't want it, I don't know, collapsing in on itself if it goes through the post office machine. I probably should have brought that center down a little bit more in that row. We'll just add some there. There we go. All right, let's take all these backings off. They're actually really easy to get off. This card's gonna go nowhere with all these dimensionals. Okay, for me, it's easier if I kind of open the card. Gives me some time to, or it allows me to put it flat. Okay, there we go. That's what we have. And now I'm going to add some of these adhesive back swirl dots. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, the spatula end. These are really great because you've got a spatula end, you've got a poker. You can pick those up with that end too. There's also this putty end that also picks these up. But because these are a little bit larger, I'm going to use the spatula end. And I think I want to use, let's go up here. I'm going to use one of these. I like those. Let's do another one of those. I like to use odd color or odd numbers. Let's go here and then let's pick up this color. And there we have it. Our Latte Love card. And again, this is the stamp set, all photopolymer. You can, like I showed you on this one, you can stamp the coffee cup and then put in 2 designs. There's a cup. What's cute about these dies too is you can make a French press. There's a spoon, 2 cups. I've seen a lot of cute things made with this. So I'll probably make a few more cards with this set too. But again, it's an online exclusive. You'll never see it in a catalog. Stampin' Up! Likes to add online exclusives to, you can't get everything into a catalog, so they'll drop these online exclusives. I think it's a couple times a year. I can't remember the exact amount, but you'll only see them online. So when you go online, the menu makes it very easy. You can shop by online exclusives to see them. So that's card number 1. I'm going to decide I'll stop the video and then I will record the second card and post them all separately. So you don't have to wait for me to clean my stamps, get the next ones ready as I go. And that'll be a nice break. So there's card number 1. I hope you like it.